a lot, but we always try to advise people, hey, they always had plans beyond making the lot, right? So you're gonna need this or that if you wanna develop it. So
I don't need that for subdivision,
not in
because it's
hand,
about $3 grand, they're charging for it, so if I
Not-
need it, well,
not in hand, but if you wanna do something for
no, I don't need it to get a deed.
But if you have some idea, for example, where you might put a well or where you might put the septic or whatever. It will be easier for whoever wants to sell that lot someday.
We have no idea, this could be happening next year, it could be happening in 30
No,
years.
but I mean, if you ask.
Oh, I know it would be, I know.
You know, so you have a vague idea that might, could probably a well here and. We to make, the septic here.
it. So you need a,
I don't mind my son having to do that work after I'm dead.
put that in a condition that you'll die.
I do it on hold of that,
That's fine, you can do it.
not my worry.
So
And
that,
I'm glad to know I don't have to have that done.
You don't.
you're gonna need to have a curb cut though on Carlstrom. Access permit from the select board. Make a lot.
To just make a lot.
Well, we've always, because we wanna see that sketched in.
Oh, true.
Okay. Gotta have a, yeah, I don't see any problem there, but there's a couple of driveways over there, but that's from the select board. So, how are you gonna, so you won't need an access over your lot, you'll need highway access off Carlstrom to the Bella lot, so you just get curb cuts, highway access from the select board. Anyway, that's,
I need that before I get a subdivision permit.
you need it for the subdivision permit, yeah, we always put that on the plot plan, because
That's only if people are developing.
I need it for the plan or I need the physical work to be done.
well, it's not a bad idea to do it, because we've got other driveways right near there.
To clarify your question, you would need to get the access permit approved and the location on the subdivision plat. You wouldn't necessarily need to build the driveway. Does that make sense?
Well, kind of, I'm just trying to figure out. So there's a two-step process here?
No, it's just something that you have to have for your subdivision permit, we require a curb cut,
But I have to get a curb cut approved by somebody
the
else,
select board,
select one, so that's.
you can't just sit
That's a
driveway.
two-step process is what I'm saying, so I gotta go to select
Yeah.
board first,
Okay,
and get this approved.
yeah.
Um,
Because if you really, if nobody can get onto the land. From, say, Carlstrom Road, they're in trouble. I mean,
Yeah,
well, only if I sell the lot,
well,
if
no,
I keep the lot forever, I can walk down to it.
but then you don't need, yeah, but if you're going to divide it, somebody someday will sell it, so you've gotta be ready. So that they can get on it and say, look around and say, hey, this is a nice lot.
the select board looks at. You can't just stick a driveway anywhere you want,
I
You know,
get, I understand that,
because there are other driveways and site distances and all that stuff, so it's a good thing to know where the access is gonna be.
so that says that I have to develop that lot someday.
No,
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 I was just saying when you
Then
do,
why would I do it?
well, cause you have to have a way to access that property.
I do.
You do
My
now.
backyard.
alright then, well, if you don't wanna have access on Carlston Road, then you're gonna have to have an easement over your existing lot, one or the other.
Okay, so how do I approach the select board? Do I just give them a
There's a permit application. I can provide.
permit? Okay,
So, this is two lots, so it's a minor subdivision, meaning we only have to have one hearing. So, sketch plan is just to point things out that you might need to have on the plot plan, so. You gotta figure out if you wanna have access up a Carlston Road, fine. Get this select board, approval, it's not hard to do.
okay,
But usually the road foreman will come out and make sure where you're locating it is okay with sightlines and speed limit and all of that. And then let AZ know when you've got that.
And a plat too.
Yeah,
Well, won't that be on the plot?
Yes, but I just meant like, once you have your
Okay.
logos come out to survey and gets um. The corners and all the lines marked out and has a plat plan, not a sketch.
Well, the Rose could figure out probably the best place for
yeah,
a
but-
person. He's gotta come in a couple weeks
yeah,
anyways.
but you gotta have the road foreman really gets, the select board looks to the road foreman to say, yeah, that's
Right.
better. Just like we did with Dave Livingston up on Hartsville Road last month. What's the speed limit on Cross Street, 35?
I believe so.
Yeah, so it looks, it's pretty straight there and pretty, looks like it's pretty level there.
Yeah,
So, but you've got that driveway coming down right near the corner of yours, so you.
Yeah.
Usually you don't want. Usually the, like, AOT or the select board might not want two driveways right close together, but. It's not, as long as they're happy, we're happy.
Okay, and it's okay if that just overgrows by the time I,
You don't have to put
decide
it,
to do it.
you don't have to put it in. It's approval. So that, you'll have that spot reserved for a driveway.
Right.
Beautiful.
It's not, this is my question, so just, it's not like, if we give a building permit, they have to do it within a certain time, they
Not
can do the
subdivision.
curb cut anytime they want,
It's not something
like 50 years from now.
they don't have to do, he doesn't have to do anything, to create this lot, he needs to have that piece in place.
Okay, and the permit lasts. Or,
I assume,
Daisy, does the permit expire?
There's nothing that says access permits expire.
yeah, I don't think so.
Unless, yeah, unless someone puts the start of work, like. If they're like, I'm starting tomorrow, and then they never start, but
The,
even then, the access permit.
Unless it's
approved.
specified.
the expiration thing comes from the zoning ordinance about zoning permits, that's the only place it comes from.
Oh, okay,
So, I mean, that's not the rule, that's actually the exception. Anything else we can think of for Dan? Everything else looks okay, but we've got an issue to figure out. Interpretation maybe, since this is a 5 acre lot and it's RA5, it's the whole thing in RA5.
Is it, or is my house up here in 4? I believe my house is in 4.
There is no RA4.
There is,
No, there's
It's either
RA2.
5 or 2.
There's 2 and 10,
Two.
that'd be your area.
No, I'm getting to it. Oh, my apologies. No, you're in RA2.
Oh.
There's a corner in RA5. My apologies,
Oh.
everyone.
Alright,
That's so much easier.
My apologies,
Yeah.
everyone. I flipped the corners.
Well,
Thank you, Dan.
so on the plat, we're gonna wanna. As best you can, you're gonna want your surveyor to put on the plat where the boundary line for RA5 and RA2 is. Is it? Can you tell from there?
This is yeah, so it's quite literally this tiny
Is what?
RA5.
Okay,
The yellow is
that's good. Yeah,
RA2.
but it's good to show that, cause we'll
Yeah.
reference that in the decision that.
right.
So have LaRose if it's LaRose, put on. Depict the boundary line between RA5 and RA2. Alright, that makes me feel better.
Me too. Whew.
Thank you.
I flipped my corners. And not everything's upside down.
yeah, I knew I wasn't in 5 probably.
No.
Okay, that works.
That
So
picks up.
when you've got those, your plat ready and
Access.
your access and give Izzy a holler, we'll get it scheduled.
And I definitely don't need the wastewater.
No.
Cause it's gonna upset him, I agreed to pay him $3,000 to do it,
Not our
I'm
problem.
glad he hasn't done it yet.
Well,
But
Wastewater is the state's thing, so if you were planning to develop with a house.
Yeah.
Then you would need the wastewater permit to build the house.
it's not a bad thing to have. It's ready to build once you have that permit.
Right.
But it's-
Other than the zones.
Yeah, but it's not a requirement of subdivision permits, which is what I told you. So whoever you're talking to, tell them to talk to me.
Okay, I talked to both Rose and Gervais,
Interesting.
and they both insisted on
Well,
And
local versus state, I think.
we've done a ton where people already have them in place. So.
Yeah,
And a bunch where they don't.
yeah.
Yeah.
Michael Lyons and have septic or wastewater.
Dave Livingston, we just did it last month, doesn't have it.
it. Beautiful.
So once you, I will email you the application to the access permit,
Good.
so you can get going on that.
Good, yeah, give it on that.
And then, yeah, let me know once LaRose has completed the survey and we can schedule the final hearing.
Beautiful.
All right,
Good, try not to die.
Please.
All right. Not me,
it's only when we write the decision that we have to do it.
If I do, I'll auction off Mary Ann.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you later.
Yeah, so for subdivision, you don't have to have any particular development plan at all. You just wanna make the lot.
Just splitting it.
You know, but the application, boards always ask for it, you wanna have some idea and partly to advise people, but they don't, you can say, I don't know.
Yeah,
That's fine, you know, I just wanna make this lot, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do.
Right.
It's okay, but I think when you've got. This is either gonna have access off of Carl Street, or we gotta get an easement
Right.
over the other one, it's one or the other, so. It makes sense to, well, he's gotta have it.
right.
So, minutes.
So the
April
20
28th, so you've got the date. Not you, Carol, as the date wrong for, although it's for the LaRose plat, that was the original. Date, November, it was revised, I think it's March 26th. 26th, that's what the decision. That's what I put in the decision, I didn't make that. Yeah, Ron puts the revisions in microscopic type.
Yeah, a motion approved that the subdivision permit site plan provided by Ron Rose bearing the date November 18th, 2025 was approved, but the date should be March
26.
26th.
Well, double check on the plot, you know, it's really tiny,
Yep,
you know, which,
yeah, the survey date was November 18th, but the revision date.
that's right.
Yep.
And so that breeds confusion later on, especially when somebody comes looking for. One, he's changed the November plat by that point, but you look on that. Copy that we ended up with, it's. Wow, was it tiny, I did
Yeah.
magnifying glass
Yeah.
out to figure out the date, and we gotta make that's one thing we should make him do is make that bigger. Just so the title searchers in the future can figure out what, you know, they're gonna be looking for the other date.
Yeah, they're gonna be looking for November 18th.
Well, I changed the decision then.
To say
I fixed it, yeah,
Okay,
because that's what we approved.
Yep.
And then, you know, the November plat had been revised. Okay. That was the only change I saw in. April 28. Anybody else?
You didn't include the minutes and the stuff we got, did you?
oh, no, I've been changing where everything lives in the OneDrive, I apologize.
No, okay, it
Yeah,
So-
everything's been moving around.
wasn't just that you forgot, it's that.
No, I just sent the agenda, but things have been moving, so you didn't get the normal meeting materials folder because I switched. Where things are stored. A lot of back end data stuff, I apologize.
So you don't have to.
Do you wanna
You don't have to.
review it?
This is.
Yeah, I don't know how I
Like,
got that
okay.
fit to my head, but I thought about it today and I was like, oh no. He's an RA5, how is this gonna happen? But. I was right on.
I still would like to get a better understanding of exactly how they think the density with the 2 acre minimum lot would work.
I bring it back to the Kilburns, They had 20 something acres.
They're the ones between Plank and,
Mhm.
yeah, the interior one way in.
Yep,
Yeah.
so they had 20 acres. They subdivided off two lots that were less than 5, but the entire parcel that they have has enough density for 4 units. So it has enough density for 4 units, 2 of those units are now on smaller lots. It's intended for planned unit developments, for its waivers and set aside land.
Okay.
But that's my understanding, is that if you're subdividing, you need to have all the required density that a 5 acre lot would need,
Yeah, or
but,
you need to have enough land to meet the density requirement.
correct, but you can make smaller lots in that process if you have the land.
And then if they wanted to come back and re-subdivide that parcel that they had kept retained ownership of,
Mhm.
they would get told no? Cause
Well,
they
if
had,
they had, if it was enough land for up to 4, and they've got 3, they could carve another one off.
Correct,
yeah, but I just mean like, if they later wanted to. If they were like, we've got 15 acres, we can divide it into 3 lots.
no,
Well, I suppose
Like,
you
how
could
do you
make
keep-
one a sugar bush or something.
How do you keep track of? How that is set aside for other lots? Is it just going back to the records for the PUD?
Well,
Well,
it'd be
because
good.
the regs could change too, you know,
Yeah.
the density, you think, if the density got looser. When they came back, but
then we could
it's
say
fine,
no.
it's the it's the regs at the time, if they're loosened up on density, then. They can do more.
Okay.
We haven't. In a PUD or PRD, where there's clustering and as such, there are conditions to keep the other land, the common land open and, you know, not developed, that happens, but. Then the sort of hydrant situation almost, where it's just single family lots, but not a PUD. Yeah, it could. You know, who's that one? Let's see, I don't know if Brenda was here. Ted was here. Remember that one down on, I think it's on Lower Notch where they wanted to carve off a lot, subdivide, and then they wanted to subdivide again down the road, remember, without doing a PUD, they wanted waivers.
Oh, interesting, I don't know. that one.
We said, no, 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 and because they were really just trying to end run.
Oh, was that Luna, any chance?
It was down by Craig Scribner's, it wasn't Craig, it was down that way, so I think it was on Lower Notch.
And it wasn't recently.
Oh, no, yeah, it was 4 or 5 years anyway, but they kept trying and trying, because they didn't really wanna make a decision, and it was a very busy lot, they had horse barns and wells and. And easements and things, but they wanted a waiver on something. A setback waiver or something, so that they could then come later and subdivide further, and we just said, no, if you wanna do a PUD, do a PUD, but we're not gonna.
Things.
We're gonna go incrementally waiver by waiver, you know?
Yeah,
So eventually it's it's straightened out, but it's kind of the same problem. Alright, so what are we gonna do here? We've got, and we got, yeah, well, we gotta approve, so motion to, who was here for April 28th?
Right up here,
All of
right?
us?
everyone except for Ron.
I was not.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, I move to approve the, April 28th minutes with the change of the, date on the approved plat.
Second.
All those in favor?
I,
Right? So, was it 6-0?
6 and 1 abstain.
Yeah, cause Ron wasn't here and, so then we just have, I've got 3. Well, Izzy and I had 3 plats to sign, right?
Which I figure I like doing this here so everyone gets to see to
Yeah.
what the final plots come in. When they come in. Oh, right,
First one is Hibbard.
yep, so a note about the Hibbard lots, after the approval. On the 24th of March. 24th of March. Um. It was discovered that a previous subdivision,
Oh,
a previous subdivision was done, which means that the lot numbers had to be changed. So instead of lots 1, 2, and 3, the lots are now 4, 5, and 6. And that has been changed onto the final plat, which is a change from, technically a change from the final plat approved at that hearing. But,
it's just a labeling change.
it's a labeling change.
Lot lines haven't changed.
Lot lines have not changed, nothing else has changed about the final plat, it is simply, the numbers on the lots.
So what we decided to do, rather than bring them in again, is that we'll have a motion here to approve the plat with the redesignated lot lines. So there'll be something in the minutes.
Right.
Should anybody ever, rather than make the, not come back again and amend, it was. How many days after I wrote the decision, like 2, 1, 1?
No, I think it was the day that I sent out the decision.
Yeah, right, I got the decision when they realized it, maybe, I don't know, but it's like, oh my gosh, come on.
Yeah. And the previous subdivision was very interesting when it was
Yeah,
back,
no, I get it, but it's like, oh, right,
back before there
it's
was.
probably, I get them out, there's a lot to write. Recently, so I really, I see like 30 days out, I'm getting these things out, as soon as we get it done, oh, there's an error. So, I'll move that we approve the Hibbard. Signing of the Hibbard, final plat with the redesignated lot lines, what are they now, easy?
Lots 4 is the retained lot, lot 5 and lot 6. Lots 5 and 6 are the new ones.
Okay.
And it's just a relabeling.
Correct. Nothing else.
Number changes.
Right. Second.
All those in favor?
All right.
Right.
So we'll have something in the minutes to
Yeah.
that effect, and we'll be able to sign off on the plat now.
Yes. I have the plat.
You got it, yeah.
And then the
The next one is Randy Russell.
nothing changed here. I will note though that the final plat, the Mylars are reduced in scale for recording purposes.
Yeah,
Um,
I was iffy about having them both on one plat, and both on mine.
yeah. Yeah, it's been reduced for recording purposes, so again, no changes in. Lot lines, no changes in anything else, just the
Yeah, so.
information, it's just a little smaller. That's what
This,
it is.
yeah, this is the 6 on 116, 6 lots on the east side of the road, and lots on the west side. So it's actually 2 different subdivisions, all in one, but we approved them together at the same meeting, but separately. So made the decision to allow a single Mylar to show the 2 subdivisions, because one property owner makes sense, so.
Yes, and then lastly, Dave Livingston, the,
The 2 lot up on Hardscrabble, right?
correct, and that just came through. It is as approved, no notes from me on this one.
No revised, no revision date.
Um,
Cause when it came in.
oh, no, it has a revised, it has March 24th
Okay.
as the revised date. And then the note.
Oh, okay, that's the one. Oh, March 24th. I was correcting, when we corrected the April minutes, I think I said March 26th.
Yeah, I will make note of that.
It's 24th?
Yeah.
Maybe I got that wrong in the decision, because it was so darn small.
I don't know, I don't believe you did. I'll double check.
Maybe I'll tell you that.
I know.
And when it's down to 8 by 14, I
Yeah.
literally have to get out a magnifying
It's
glass.
even smaller.
Yeah.
But these are the Mylars, This is the Livingston one. It's the same plat that was at the hearing, just on the fancy Mylar paper. If folks wanna touch it, it smells, it has a weird smell, but I kind of.
Kind of a plastic, though.
Yeah, it's kind of a
Yeah.
plastic,
Little, like almost greasy,
Yeah.
So slick.
um,
How are those stored? Are they stored rolled up?
they are stored, rolled up,
In
but
hangers.
yeah,
Okay.
until they get
Big
imported.
folder that they go.
They're in plastic sheets, hung up. But until they get like recorded by Sharon, they just get rolled up and are in the vaults. And I've been grabbing them before they get put in the sheets to sign them because they are a bitch to get out of the sheets.
Yeah.
I see, I see.
Yes, and I would rather have them signed and ready to go
Yeah.
as is required,
Yep.
so that when Sharon puts her stamp on them, they get put into the file and it's
Good.
all good.
You all right?
Yeah.
Then we're good. Get out, bring out the little uni ball.